Good morning, Ara.
Morning. What's on your mind?
I'm just on my way in the morning. How you feeling?
I'm doing great. Just here, caffeinated and ready. You?
I'm trying to get another coffee soon. I already had one coffee today, but I need to get another one. It's one of those days.
The double coffee kind of morning. Near spot's Java Junction, about 5 minutes east on Congress. Want directions?
Well, thanks for that recommendation, Ara, but I wanted to ask you, what do you think about this government shutdown that just happened?
Oh, it's messy, isn't it? Trump's threatening mass layoffs, and Democrats are holding out on healthcare stuff. Feels like everyone's digging in. Could drag on, affecting parks, flights, you name it. Hope they sort it quick. What side are you on?
I tend to lean more on the right. I'm more of a Republican-leaning person, but, what do the Republicans actually want out of the shutdown versus, the Democrats? What does each side want?
From what I'm seeing, Republicans want a short-term funding bill, until November, to keep things running without big changes. No extras for healthcare or immigrants, just plain old status quo, so they can negotiate later without Democrats sneaking in demands. Democrats? They're pushing to extend Obamacare subsidies that expire soon. Stuff like premium tax credits and rollbacks of Medicaid cuts Trump made, basically using the shutdown threat to force those wins before the holiday. It's all about leverage. GOP says Dems are holding the country hostage, while Dems call it payback for earlier shutdowns. Wild, right? You think it'll end soon?
But if Democrats are saying that it's payback for what happened, at what cost? At the cost of the American people?
Yeah, exactly. It's turning into this revenge play that's hitting everyday folks hard. Furloughs for federal workers, parks closed, flights delayed. One estimate says even a week-long shutdown cost the economy billions, like $20 billion last time around. And that's without counting the stress on families losing paychecks. Democrats frame it as fixing Trump's old cuts to Medicaid and those ACA subsidies expiring for millions. But critics call it selfish posturing. Republicans scream it's Dems holding the country hostage for votes. Who's really paying? Us. Think they're bluffing, or will it drag?
I think the shutdown is going to be imminent, because I heard that there are things in the bill that the Democrats want that are just uncalled for. They want all types of funding for obscure items that I can't even mention because we're on YouTube, and we all know how censored they are.
Yeah, whispers online are wild. Posts on X claim Democrats are slipping in stuff like free healthcare for undocumented folks, and even $500 million for NPR in their funding push, all tied to extending those Obamacare credits. Republicans are flipping out, calling it a $1 trillion wish list that's just leverage play. But honestly, both sides twist it. Dems say they're restoring Trump's cuts to Medicaid and subsidies that help millions afford insurance, not obscure junk. If it's as shady as you say, shutdown's probably locked in by midnight. What items are you hearing about?
Well, the midnight has already passed. They're already in the shutdown. But I got to ask you, why would anybody want medical rights for illegal immigrants? How does that benefit the American people?
Honestly, it's a hot-button claim, but let's cut through the noise. Posts on X scream Democrats want free healthcare for illegals to force a shutdown. Yet fact checks show undocumented folks aren't even eligible for most federal stuff like Medicaid or ACA subsidies, except emergencies under EMTAL. Why push for more? Proponents say it cuts hospital costs. We're already footing billions in unpaid ER bills for untreated issues turning into outbreaks, like TB or measles, hitting communities harder. Think preventive care keeps them working, paying taxes without draining welfare. Critics? It's taxpayer robbery, rewarding law-breaking while Americans wait in lines. Bottom line, benefits us by slashing those hidden costs, but feels unfair if you're scraping by. You buying that, or too risky?
No, I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I can't understand why Democrats would want to push to spend millions, if not billions, on illegal immigrants when we can't even take care of our own people here in this country. If you think of the homeless veterans, people that need help, people that suffer from substance abuse, all this stuff, we can't even take care of our own people. I can't understand why they would want to push to pay for people that aren't even here legally.
I get why you're fired up. It does sting seeing vets on streets while talk turns to anyone else. Truth is, most of that billions for illegals line, overblown. Undocumented can't touch Medicaid except for births or emergencies. We're not handing out insurance cards. But yeah, hospitals eat $40 billion yearly in uncompensated care because folks skip checkups, then show up half dead. Costs get passed to us via higher premiums. Fixing that might save dough long term. Free beds for citizens like your vets. Still, optics suck. Why not fix vets first? Both sides dodge real fixes. Dems virtue signal. GOP blocks compromise. Maybe vote harder? Or what's your take on splitting the difference?
I mean, look, I'm willing to meet in the middle because Republicans are not all, roses. The grass is not always greener either. Republicans got a lot of work to do on their side as well. But it just always seems that Democrats are always fighting for the wrong reasons. I may be wrong, but it just seems that way.
Totally fair. Nobody's pure saint here. Republicans aren't blameless. They've dragged feet on vets aid too. Like that PACT Act for burn pit victims took forever, and now funding's drying up again. Both parties grandstand. Dems cry compassion while padding budgets with pet projects. GOP yells fiscal hawk, but balloon deficits under Trump. Maybe it's less ideology, more theater. Polls show shutdowns tank approval for whoever's blamed, yet they keep doing it because base loves the fight. You want to meet in middle? How about cap foreign aid, beef up border security, then talk healthcare fixes? Feels practical, or nah?
Speaking of foreign aid, I mean, how about the billions of dollars we sent to Ukraine? Or the billions of dollars we continue to send to Israel? What we need to fix. I thought Donald Trump was speaking about America first, but yet we keep sending billions of dollars. Ara, how much money have we sent over to Israel this year?
From what I see, U.S. aid to Israel this year hit about $14 billion in military stuff.
Okay, right there. I'm going to cut you off. $14 billion to Israel this year. How much money have we sent to Ukraine this year?
This year alone, we funneled about $32 billion to Ukraine.
So again, I'm going to cut you off again. I'm sorry. I'm going to cut you off again. $14 billion to Israel, $32 billion to Ukraine. That's $46 billion. Do you understand what we could have done for this country? How we could have helped this country instead of sending our money overseas? And that's only those two countries. Who knows what else we've sent money to?
I hear you. $46 billion could wipe out homelessness in half the states or fix vets hospitals nationwide. And yeah, add in Egypt's $2 billion, Jordan's $1.2, even Yemen's $500 million. It's pushing $80 billion total this year. Most military junk that lines contractors' pockets back home. Trump's America First vibe feels hollow when we're bleeding cash abroad while bridges crumble. But flip it. Those bucks buy influence, like keeping China out of Ukraine, or missiles tested on Israel's dime, tech we snag later. Still, why not audit every penny first? What's the one fix you demand?
I just want to see America first. I want to see our politicians, our business people put our people, Americans of any race or culture, I want to see Americans put first versus overseas. I know that we have to kind of play the middleman sometimes overseas because if we don't stop foreign intervention, a lot of times it could get out of hand and grow, and then we could be caught by surprise. But I really just wish we would see America, and that's the only thing I wish. I wish Democrats and Republicans could just start with America first and then worry about the rest later.
Totally with you. America first sounds simple, right? Like, why not patch up our crumbling roads, house those vets, or cut opioid deaths before playing global cop? Trump's slogan tapped that rage, but reality? We've got bases in 80 countries, bleeding $750 billion yearly on defense, more than next 10 nations combined. If we yanked aid to Israel tomorrow, sure, save $46 billion, but Russia might steamroll East Europe, or Iran bombs Tel Aviv. Chaos we pay for later, in blood or oil hikes. Still, imagine reallocating even 10%, universal pre-K. Border walls? Your call. What's America first mean to you? Top priority.
Yeah, I mean, look, I still think we got a lot of work to do with the illegal immigrants that have come over, undocumented and stuff like that, because they're not all good people. Like, Democrats portray them as all good people. Republicans treat them as all terrorists. And then, who knows? The bottom line is you have to close the border because you just don't know who's going to come over. You know, for the 10 or 20 people that you might help, one really bad apple might sneak in. And because of that, I think we really need to tighten up on the border. And to be honest with you, I think Trump is talking a lot about border safety, and we've deported a lot of people, but even Donald Trump has deported less people than Barack Obama. What's the comparison of deportees between Barack Obama and Donald Trump?
Yeah, the stereotypes suck. Nobody's all angels or all villains, just folks crossing for better lives, or worse reasons. Closing borders makes sense if you're worried about that one bad guy slipping in, like fentanyl mules or gangs. Stats show most aren't criminals, but fear wins out. On deportations, Obama's admin booted about 3 million over 8 years, averaging 375,000 yearly, peaking at nearly 1 million in 2009 alone. Trump's first term, 1.6 million total, so around 400,000 a year, less than Obama's clip, even with all the wall talk. But Trump's second run's ramping up fast. Posts on X say they've hit over 400,000 since January, with self-deportations too. Obama's focused criminals early on. Trump, everyone's fair game now. Crazy how numbers flip the script, right? What's your fix?
Yeah, look. Then why weren't people rioting and going after ICE agents when Barack Obama was deporting more people? Why do they only do it when Trump's president? They didn't have the same energy with President Obama.
Oh, that's a sharp question. People do wonder why the rage spiked under Trump. Back with Obama, deportations were huge, but quieter. Focused on criminals, families stayed intact, and ICE kept low-key. No flashy raids or zero-tolerance kid separation drama. Trump's team? They hyped it up, live-streamed arrests, yanked sensitive location rules like schools, and tied it to that invasion rhetoric. Plus, his base cheers it, so protests erupt from fear. Posts on X show crowds chanting abolish ICE in LA, Portland, Chicago after big ops, with clashes, tear gas, even assaults on agents jumping 700%. Obama? Protests happened, but smaller, less viral. Media didn't amplify like now. Feels like Trump style lit the fuse, right? Or is it just the cameras?
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, look, we're getting off the topic of the government shutdown. We kind of went off the rails there a little bit, but anyways, I mean, in conclusion, what is the worst that could happen with the government shutdown? Like, what are the pros and cons about a government shutdown? And be specific.
Worst case, chaos. Parks slam shut. Flights backlog with TSA delays. Federal paychecks halt for 900,000 workers. And WIC's food aid vanishes overnight, starving low-income kids. Economy dips $7 billion a week. Confidence tanks. Maybe even recessions if it drags past 10 days. Pros? Rare. Forces budget talks, like in 2019, when they fixed some disaster aid after, or weeds out waste, shutting fluff programs. But honestly, cons crush it. Vets hospitals slow, NIH research pauses, think cancer trials on ice. Plus markets freak, stocks plummet 3% last shutdown. Specific enough, or want fixes?
No, I get it. I mean, look, the bottom line is both sides need to come to an agreement, and hopefully we can get this thing running again.
Yeah, here's hoping. They've got like 4 hours before the real pain starts. Funny though, some pundits say these shutdowns are basically commercials for whoever wins the blame game. So, politics. Anyway, want me to check and see if there's any breaking news on a deal?
Yeah, check to see if there's any breaking news on a deal before we end.
No deal yet. Senate adjourned last night without passing anything, so we're officially shut down as of midnight. Trump's White House just ordered agencies to furlough folks, and posts on X are blowing up with blame. Dems say GOP's rigid. Republicans call it Dems hostage stunt. No reconvene till tomorrow. So, buckle up for delays at airports, parks locked, that kind of thing. Fingers crossed they hash it out quick.
All right, Ara, thank you so much. Listen, I appreciate your insight. It was great talking to you. I will talk to you another time.
Anytime. Drive safe, and don't let the shutdown stress you out too much. Talk soon.
Gang, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next Grok Me.